Hello everyone, welcome to today's dance journal. Today I finally go and get one of these wireless mic because the wired mic that I bought 2 years ago started to have some problems, so it's time for me to buy one, and perhaps this is a preparation for the Beacon Resort music camp. Today we are going to do our dance journal. I was supposed to record a few days ago, but I don't have the time to do it, so I'm going to do it today. So it's a little bit special because today's episode is that I practice first before I make this recording. So let me clip this one. All right. So today we are going to just recap a few things that I learned in the class, and then we are going to do some choreography. We finally finished the song, and I try to do my best, and I'm going to do it later with music. All right, so let's get right into what we learned in the class. Let's talk about to warm up the workout that we did in class first. So the first thing was put our knee L shape, and then we have to lie down. And then the other leg have to be on top, and then we have to open and close. This is to train this part of the muscle. Another side is also the same. And the other exercise we did is to cross our leg. We have to shift our weight onto this side of the hip, the right hip. If this is in front, so I will put my leg L shape, and this one cross, and I will push here and look to the other side. Another warm-up is that we have to step and ball, turn out the heel, body have to face in front, and then step down, and then close, and then the other side, go there, and ball, turn out our heel, and then heels on floor, and then close. We also do another exercise. I think we have to open and close, open and close. There's one more going up, I can't remember now. So after we do this one, we have to go inwards. We have to maintain the height of the elbow, but we go inward, and then we have to go outward. Okay, now let's talk about training our shoulder blade. Last week we mentioned about training our elbows movement. So just align the elbows movements, and then from here we have to do the parallel motion. This is to train our Rumba hands style. So go down first. I learned a lot from this one because I can find the coordination of my body. And then we have to have a up and down shape here. So as we go, and then change, and go, and change, and go. This one, I have the problem that I stuck here. Actually, I have to go all the way up. I think the reason that I stuck here is because as I change already, this is already my maximum. So this don't move. My left hand is the mirror of my right hand. So what my coach told me is you have to keep moving. So as I change, I have to keep moving and I change. This keep moving and I change. This have to keep moving and I change. This have to keep moving. So as we can find the coordination in our elbow, and now we have to incorporate the shoulder blade. You have to squeeze this part of the muscle into this movement. So now we shift, and as this one, we have to keep close to our body. This is the time we have to squeeze this part of the muscle. So squeeze, and then squeeze, and then change, and then squeeze again, and then squeeze again. Then we have to incorporate this into our legs movements. The leg that we stand is the same side of our hand have to be outside. So go out, and then we have to squeeze, go out and squeeze, go out, squeeze, go out and squeeze, and squeeze, and squeeze, I hope as I say squeeze, I can really translate that into my body, because just like singing, you can match pitch doesn't mean that you can translate that into our song. So this motion reminded me of our choreography. And this one almost, I think, is a fixed rule, that bending of our leg and stand and bend and stand and then bend. The bend and rotation of our hip usually happen together. Remember last week I mentioned there's two things in Latin dancing. This is my insight. One is poses, another one is motion. So this bend and the motion of the hip happens at the end, the upbeat. Okay, this is a very big takeaway for me, and I will incorporate that into my dance later. So after we done this one, we also learn the turn. Okay, I'm gonna show you sideways. I'm on my right leg, and I'm gonna turn to my left hand side. So as I turn, there is a step-by-step thoughts that we need to do. So first we have to turn our shoulder, and then now we can feel the squeezing of our shoulder blade. That is where we use our shoulder to guide our direction. And our hip is high up here, so there's a squeezing between the hip going up, the shoulder blades area going down. So this is where we squeeze. We have to maintain this all the way to the other side. Okay, so that's the first layer. The second layer is, as we turn, now we just focus on our leg. So now I'm on ball, right? And let me show you front view. So as I am on ball, I need to turn the heel of my back leg, show my beautiful heel. Okay, this is the original on ball, and then turn it outward. Okay, so now we need to turn. This is the magic that I'm still learning to find the relationship in my body. Okay, so we need to turn, right? I have to make it obvious with this leg, my right leg, that I have to lift it like this. And then we can turn. Because in the beginning, I'm not very conscious of what my right leg were doing. So I was doing like this. It's easy to move, right? So I'm using my heel, so that is no in Latin dance. And a few days ago, I shared with you, I went to the tango performance, and I saw the girl, she's using her heel. I was like, oh, okay, I see. I think we are not the same species. I mean, the tango and Latin dance, Rumba, Cha-Cha is not the same species because it's a different discipline. All right, so let's get back to here. And in last week's class, we do not want to do like this. But because I need to show myself and also show you, we have to actually press front part of our feet, okay? But we want to be as close as to the floor so I can feel my weight is at the front area. So I have to just squeeze my shoulder blade and then turn my heel. I'm so sorry for my imbalance. I will practice that. Okay, now turn. And this is last week's expectation. But another biggest takeaway for me is, until we reach here, we want to do a full turn. This is when we have to keep our leg not static there, but started to move it close to our standing leg. All right, so that's one of the biggest takeaway for this turn. And another biggest takeaway is, just now we are leading the movement with our shoulder, right? So a lot of time I stuck here. So in order not to stuck here, we have to use the body and all the way come here. We don't want to think just right in front because it's not enough. We have to think a little bit more. So this thinking a little bit more is also applying to another thing that I'm going to share with you, because that is the correction I saw for myself, I aware in my own movements. I'm going to talk about this one later. So I will stuck here. And so in order to not to stuck here, we have to use our shoulder to lead the way. And then, and the other thing is, I'm standing on my heel now. Just now I said we have to step with the front part of our feet, right? The magic of this turn is we have to use our standing leg and make it actively turning. I was like, how do you actively turning with one leg? Because usually you have to use another force to help it move, right? I'm still exploring. Anyway, so let's just assume with one standing leg, we can turn. So let me do without explanation. Front view. Side view. Okay, so we have to change another leg too. Front view. Side view will be here. So just now I mentioned about the correction in another movement that I learned the lesson 2 weeks ago. So there is one walking from here. We have to step down and we have to turn and then do this one. So I was saying I really don't understand how my teacher is doing it so smooth. And I think I know why already, because as I am squeezing my thigh and knees together, I'm thinking to stop until my feet only. And then I have to use my knee to like open it up and then step down. So that distance is not enough. I have to actually go a little bit further. So that is the first point. The second point is the reason we are putting our hand here is because we want to create the momentum and let the upper body, basically the shoulder, to lead us to turn to the direction that we want to go. So we have to squeeze the shoulder blade area and on ball. Okay. Time. On ball. And same. Okay. Like that. And like that. Sometimes I'm too nervous and I don't give myself enough time to complete that motion. So this is the correction area that I mentioned. Okay, now let's talk about walking in a circle. This is what we need to do. Before I walk in the circle, I'll just show you what I need to do. We have to do the Rumba walk first, because Rumba usually starts walking at beat 2. So it will be 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. So N is the motion. So it's the turning time. And 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. So in this circle, we have to stand behind of our friends in a circle. It's just like when I was young, when I was learning how to ride my bicycle, we have to just go round and round and round. So this is a Rumba walk plus a spiral turn. The leg and the hand is coming up at the same time. Which leg we are standing is which hands that we are going to point it out. Okay, so during the Rumba walk is same hand and same leg. But during the spiral turn, we're going to make it opposite. So let's say if I am doing left, right, and this one, we have to maintain our hand that is out there and go forward and then turn. Okay, that means we have to do an opposite hand during the spiral turn. So let's do it in the circle. And 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 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 and 2, 3, and 4. Sorry, 4. So this is a memory thing. Okay, so that is one of the favorite thing I was doing in class. So to wrap up today's video, I'm going to talk about the entire choreography for Rumba. So stand on our right leg, counting start from 2. 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4, 1 diagonal, 2, 3, 4, 1, back, in front, then this one, 4, spiral, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, open, switch, switch, and 4, 1, 2, 3, go back to the beginning, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is today's dance journal. I'm going to put this choreography into the music. I'm going to dance with the music and see what happens. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.